How is it going, everybody? Mr.Berrys here. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing a motovlog. Now, I've had this motorcycle for a little while, and today I was really looking forward to doing a motovlog, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do one. And I know it's something very different, but I hope you guys will enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. Crap. There we go. Just have to give her a little bit of gas first. Let's go. Let's ride her around a little bit, shall we? So now, I haven't been riding for very long, and so, you know, I'm pretty new to this, but I figured the more I take it out for a spin, you know, ride it around a little bit and get used to it, the better. So what I like to do is I like to ride it around the back roads and, you know, off the main roads, just so I can get used to it. So that way, you know, since I'm new to it, I'm not feeling too pressured. You know, people are pretty crazy drivers, and especially when you're, you know, new to riding a motorcycle, people don't always know, you know, how to react. And they also, you know, motorcycles are hard to see, so that's always a main factor. You know, people don't always see you, and because of that, you know, when you're starting off learning how to ride, that can be a little nerve-wracking, knowing that people may not be looking out for you. But, you know, that's something everyone has to get used to when learning how to ride. So now my mom was just recently told about the motorcycle, and she was not happy at all. You know, moms and motorcycles don't go together very well. Moms do not like motorcycles, and a lot of dads probably don't like it either. And she was very mad at me and my dad for, you know, getting me the motorcycle. And you know, her argument was that, you know, obviously the basic one, motorcycles are dangerous. You're 18 years old, you shouldn't have a motorcycle, it's not safe. You know, motorcycles aren't safe, you shouldn't have one. And I can understand that, because people don't always know how to ride. Oh, I'm in neutral. See, I didn't even know I was in neutral. So people always talk about, like, you know, motorcycles you're just not seeing while you're on one, and I completely understand that, because, you know, it's true, you're not always seen on a motorcycle, and because of that it can be dangerous. So that's her argument, that I'm 18 years old. And one other thing she said was that I'm not an experienced driver yet. So I'm 18. I have my license for 2 years, and not a very long time. And so I can understand why she would say that, because as an 18-year-old, you know, you haven't experienced all that has to come for driving. Now, in my defense, I do drive quite a bit. I've driven very far. I've driven, you know, 4-hour road trips before. You know, I've driven 4-hour road trips before, and I've, you know, traveled pretty far, but I guess in terms of driving, I haven't. Now, granted, riding a motorcycle is very different. You know, my argument was that riding a motorcycle requires a lot more skill, and you really have to be looking out for everything. And because of that, I argue that the only way to become a good experienced driver is to drive and experience everything. And because of that, I feel like the best way for me to become a better driver is to, you know, drive the motorcycle and experience it. And I can understand her saying that this guy's revving like crazy. What do you got to prove, dude? I know it is fun to rev. You know, people bust motorcycles for revving, but it's fun to rev. Now my motorcycle doesn't sound like his does. His sounds like a man's motorcycle. Mine sounds like a little electric thing, even though it's not electric. It's a 750. I'm driving a 750 Honda Nighthawk, by the way. It's very old. It's like 18 years old. So I'm gonna wait a little bit because I don't feel comfortable pulling out in front of people just in case I stall it. But yeah, so I'm not an experienced rider, what you would call yet, and because of that, you know, it makes my mom nervous. Just motorcycles in general make her nervous. But I feel as if, like I said before, the only way for me to become better is to drive. And she said, you know, once you're on your own, you can do whatever you want. And I understand that, but say I'm on my own in 6-7 years, I'd still be a beginner. If she wasn't gonna let me ride, I'd still be a beginner in 6 to 7 years, and it wouldn't become any less dangerous unless cars, you know, are all self-driving and, you know, they're looking out for motorcycles. But, you know, I have a feeling self-driving cars are gonna be something that are kind of far away from now. So it's hard to say exactly how safe driving will be in the future. And because of that, I think that I should learn how to ride now and get comfortable now, because now is when, you know, I feel it's the best time to learn. When I have these back roads that aren't very busy and I can, you know, practice my riding skills where it's relatively safe. You know, riding a motorcycle, when you go out there and you ride, it's always something that's going to be dangerous. And that's something you just have to accept when you start riding, is that, you know, this is dangerous, I could get hurt, it could be my fault, it could be someone else's fault. And I'm pretty cautious to the point where, you know, you have to become an experienced rider, because if you're not an experienced rider, then that's more dangerous. Because say someone pulls out in front of me, if I'm not experienced, I gotta know what to do. So I should become as experienced as I can now while I still can. I think the dangers aren't gonna change 6 to 7 years from now, so I gotta be pretty careful. So, you know, like, I'm sorry, Mom, but I gotta ride, you know what I mean? Like, it's here, I gotta ride.
These palm trees, they sway, but each night and each day I'm kind of on a dreaming about you. Oh yeah, got this world-class view, but it's you that I think about every time my mind's on it. And it's you that I think about every time when I feel lonely. And it's you that I call on my FaceTime when I need something real. Oh yeah, I work the night shift till late in the PM. I'm California dreaming.
So I don't know if you guys saw me swerving like that. Basically, Basically, when you're riding, there is a gyroscopic effect on the wheel, which makes you, basically, if you're going like more than 12 miles an hour, when you turn the wheel left, you're actually going to go right, and vice versa. So when you push on the steering wheel left, you're turning the wheel right, which is shifting your weight left, which is making you go left. The motorcycle turns in the direction that the weight is on. So it's a little confusing when you first start riding, but if you ever see motorcycles swerving back and forth, it's because it's just kind of, it's fun. You get the hang of it, and you just kind of got to learn how to ride, you know? There's a bug stuck in my chest right now, I think. I think it hit me. It kind of stings. I feel like it might be stinging me now. Another thing you got to be careful about riding a bike is, you know, you're on two wheels, so, you know, whenever there's a bump in the road, or, you know, it's not like if there's a box in the road in a car, you can just ride right over it. In a motorcycle, you really got to pay attention to what's in the road, because if you hit it, or say you don't notice it and you swerve too late, it can be pretty dangerous. So you always got to be careful. You know, you're always having to pay attention, especially when you got people on the road. They might not always see you, and you got to make sure they see you. Especially when you're at four-way stops, they may look at you and you may think that they see you. It doesn't mean anything. It does not mean a single thing. I've had people look right at me, you know, not on a bike, even in a car. I've had people look right at me, and they see that I stopped first and they just go. They don't care. Like this guy right here, you know, he starts to pull out a little bit, and, you know, if he had pulled out, you know, and I didn't see him, that could have been really bad. So you always got to be careful about that, especially when they're behind you. You know, just as a rule of thumb, when you have people, always watch them. Always make sure that they're not riding you too close, because if they are, I mean, at the end of the line, it's your life on the line. It's not theirs, no matter how big of a jackass they're being. Always got to make sure that, you know, if they're following too close, pull over and let them by. You know, no one likes to do that. No one wants to give in. But, you know, just as a rule of thumb for people driving cars, the following distance, I always thought, you know, on a bike, you should give people more following distance on a bike than on a car. Because I know people, you know, they'll ride your ass, and if you're not careful, then, you know, maybe they're looking at their phone, they stop too late. You know, it's not good for you. At the end of the line, you know, see, like, that guy let me go. That was nice of him, you know. And there's something just like, people say, like, they talk about the risk and the reward. Is it worth riding a motorcycle if it's so dangerous? There's something that's just really fun about it. I don't know what it is. And obviously, you know, careless drivers take the fun out of riding, but it doesn't change how fun it is. And I mean, some people may be like, I can't ride because, yeah, it's fun, but, you know, the risk doesn't, you know, it's not worth the reward. And I can completely understand that. But it's fun, especially on days like this. Not very much wind, it's sunny out, it's nice out, it's fun riding. You know, I hope to do more videos like this. I really like this. This was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Because, you know, as much as I do this just to ride around and have fun, I do it for you guys too. Because I think, man, like, you guys might love to see this kind of stuff. So, if you do, you know, let me know in the comments section if you want to see more. Hey. See, I'm a beginner and sometimes I'll over rev the engine, you know, I'm not fully releasing the clutch when I'm accelerating and the engine revs. And I want people to think I'm like revving at them because I'm really not. So I feel bad sometimes, like that biker and stuff. I let them go and then I rev past them. And I don't mean to do it. It just happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode, this vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, let me know, because I will definitely be doing more if you guys think you want to see more. Also, you know, while I'm riding, I pretty much, you know, just talked about riding in general and what it's kind of like and what it's like trying to find neutral. Sometimes it's super easy on this bike. It's like butter. But other times it's impossible. Let me know what kind of topics you guys want me to talk about, just so you know I have something to go off of when I'm riding. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Leave a like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.